Alright, so I just got an order, so I'm putting out an order here for Captain Goggles and Mask Woman. Issue 1. It's probably going to be the only issue of this, but. Yeah, I'm just going to sign it and do a little sketch. So let's fix this. Alright. So usually when I get an order, I just sign the backboard, the the board backing, whatever it's called. I signed the board, but I did reach out to this person and told them, if you want, I can sign the book itself, and they said yes. So I'm just signing here on the inside. That's it. This is something I do extra. So when you order a copy, and right now I still have some copies left on Etsy. I have been marking these, so there's a 13 out of 25. Probably should do it on the actual comic, but not everyone wants me to write on the comic. So, but, let's see. All right, so I'm gonna do a sketch. This is also something I do extra. Uh, Write a little message, sign it, and I do a sketch. So I'm just gonna draw Captain Goggles right on here with the pen. I'm drawing Captain Goggles as he looks in this comic. Because if you've been following my Instagram, I've been drawing Captain Goggles with a red coat. But he doesn't wear a red coat in this comic. I almost forgot the stash. Alright, so let's draw Mask Woman 2. So let's get a close up of this. Got Captain Goggles right there. Let's end up changing the design a little bit for Mask Woman. Which, which is cool. It's fine. um, it's a reference, and also it does make sense in the story, at least the one we're doing for War Banker 7. But it's just a little bit of a reference to like that she just kind of changes her outfit, or changes her look on a whim. I think it was it started when I first started working on this, and I had the idea to make a little comic, which I'll give you an inside story that not everyone knows. The and it the first issue, which is in the first mini comic issue, which is the first couple of pages of the story of this comic. Um, it was originally called Mask Woman is Typing. Now, that wasn't the original story I had in mind. I had a little bit more of a fourth wall breaking type of thing. So I had it where they they go into a comic book shop. So they're self-aware. They go into a comic book shop, and they're already established as heroes, and they have a comic about them. So they and on the cover, I think I used the some character poses from the Scott Circlin. I think it's the Amazing Comic Book Builder. So I was using those as the cover, and they were gonna be breaking the fourth wall on there. But yeah, they go into the shop, and they see the comic, and they're just, the Masco Man is she's like, hey, why are you always why is your name before mine? And it's a little joke, like they're like, well, yeah, I'm the hero, and well, no, I'm a hero, and so it was good, like a lot of fourth wall breaking, and I suggested we do something else. Um, oh, you know what? No, yeah, I know, I wasn't like big on that, but the design was different on the cover, so so she redesigned it, and then okay, cool. So I was learning to like draw her design, and then she did another version, and it was a totally different design. So that's where um, that little inside joke that yeah, her the outfit changes. But yeah, the original story was just the fourth breaking the fourth wall and acknowledging that they know that they're heroes, and they know they're not that they're comic characters, but that that they have a comic. And I think it was like on the cover I was gonna put. So I was gonna make a reference to like that they know that they're comic characters on the cover. They ended up not doing that. Um, and yeah, I think I blame Dana, but no, yeah, we just came up with a different story, and I thought like I'd still do that, but I never really. Once we got more into story, like kind of I dropped that, and it didn't make sense anymore. But I think it was something else. We were talking about something else, and I thought, hey, this would make a funny story. And I can always do the other one later. And like I said, like after that, we actually built um, a better story. So, then I don't know if anyone wants to see me actually do that. The one where they're like in the comic book shop. It wouldn't be connected to anything. Like you wouldn't have to like pick up this issue or the mini comics to understand what's going on. It'd just be like it's what it is. Just they're just acknowledging that they're in a comic or that they have a comic. And you know, I do have like I guess it could be like a little ad for a comic book store or something. But yeah, like it wouldn't really connect to anything. And I would have a little bit of a story in there because like, that would just be like the first page, first couple of pages is like just going into the shop and so yeah. So I'm not gonna say like what I had planned. Just in case people are like, hey, I actually wanna see that. I wouldn't mind seeing that story, but there would be a like something happens, like a crime or like a news, like they get an alert. So and I do have a character in mind that could be, you know, the one that they have to defeat. Um, like I said, it wouldn't be connected to the Captain Galac's Masculine story or Warbanker 7, so it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be any spoilers like, oh, is that the villain? Like, no, it's just a random thing. Right, but this one I did decide to do a pencil sketch of Masked Woman to get it right. That would have been the actual first mini comic, which I never thumbed out. Like I never penciled it or anything. But that was what I was gonna do, and then it was just got a better idea, and then I think like I was discussing with Anna for a while. So the original plan was just to have those mini comics by themselves, and they kind of just would introduce the world. And then I get into writing the bigger story. But as we went along and more things were added and kind of building the story as we went, I think we both decided it would be better if we just like, you know what, let's just reboot it. And these still like will serve a purpose. They just so I can just close off the storyline. So there was gonna be a fourth mini comic, and I had another one planned as an issue 0. Um, I ended up doing that more as the Tarako zine, the the file folder. So, and that was the idea. It would be like a file folder, and you have like the characters there, and there will be people like reading over the file. I said just to do it as an actual file. um, but yeah, so there was going to be at least two more two more issues, but you know. So hey, you know what? Let's just do Warp Anchor 7. I could do a rebooted version and came up with a name. I think Anna came up with a name. So yeah. Yeah, I think the new story is going to be a lot better, and this will still serve the comic itself. This one will still serve as an introduction to the characters, but they are in their own continuity. So technically, I could still do a couple other stories, but you know, I want to focus on the bigger story at hand. So I could still do the like a little mini comic. And the Resistance comic with the done. That's somewhere in between. So you might not see those characters specifically in the Warp Anchor 7, but they could still exist in there somewhere. Alright, so here it is. The sketch, Captain Goggles and Masked Woman. And here is the comic. Just yeah. So there, you scan that, it'll take you to the Turago Comics link tree, but you can just check out the description. You can go to my Etsy. I still have some copies left. It looks like they're going quick, so you know, if you want one, you can grab one while you still can. But I also have them on my Gumroad store. You can get a digital copy there, and you get another free PDF. You're getting 2 books for $6. You get 2 books. In the second book, it has there's some quotes on the back. I got 3 creators to do some quotes, and yeah, it's like a behind the scenes of this comic. So you're gonna see the original pages and some layouts and stuff like that. So yeah, for $6, I think that's pretty good. That's a 50-page book in total, plus the actual comic, which is 32 pages. That's digital. The physical is also 32 pages, but it's just a comic. But I do sign it, do a sketch, so at no extra charge. Make comics, not excuses. We'll see you next time.